I'm Hannah Saucy.
I'm Matt Faulkner.
I'm Gabby Potman.
I'm Delaney Roulette.
I'm Annie Mitchell.
I'm Hannah Orsolai.
I'm Ian Morgan.
And I'm Jared.
And this is our G-World Card app. Has this ever happened to you?
Any luck finding your wallet?
No, and it's getting to be a pain in the ass. I got no money. I couldn't even afford to get my hair cut yesterday.
That'll be $5.
Sorry, lost my wallet.
But I already cut your hair.
Well, guess there's nothing you can do about it now. That son of a bitch. And then I got pulled over for speeding.
License and registration, please.
Oh, I lost my wallet, so I kind of don't have my license.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. You know what that means.
I don't understand why I gotta do dishes at your house just because I
Keep washing.
Seems like more of a restaurant thing.
Keep washing!
Oh. But I can't rent movies anymore. Yes, I'd like to rent this copy of Garden State.
Okay, I'll just need a picture ID.
Oh, I don't have one.
I'll rent it then.
It could have been me.
Well, if this ever has happened to you, it won't with the new G-World Card app.
Okay.
So the problem we wanted to address here was how students on campus have the G-World card physically, but they don't have any technological way of accessing it. These are really easy to lose, wear out, or break pretty easily as well. We are in need of a more efficient and technically advanced way of using our G-World cards on campus. So like I said, we need an easier way to apply the G-World effectively. We think the card has a lot more potential than what it's currently being used for. We believe being technologically advanced on a campus like GW is really important.
The solution to this problem is to have a mobile electronic platform. This would eliminate problems of lost or stolen G-Worlds and would also eliminate the problem of wear and tear that G-Worlds go through throughout the 4 years students have them. And this mobile platform would also have new features, which would include the electronic transfer of payments from one student to another, similar to a Venmo type application. And it would also have an expedited forward process that would clear up the problems associated with the forward application that is now available to students. And we'll go into more detail with these enhancements.
We'll get into the actual specifics of the app. And so this is an example of what the main screen might look like. And so before you even get into the app, the user is going to have to input their PIN or a security password. There's a lot of secure information on the app that we need to keep hidden from outside users who aren't supposed to be accessing it. And so the actual main page will just contain basic information that's modeled after the current G-World card. So we'll have your picture, your GW ID, where you're from, basic information like that. And then I'll also have a barcode that you can use to scan into your building or pay and things like that. And it's also important to note that this app isn't replacing the actual G-World card. It's just used as an extra feature to provide more convenience for the students. I don't have my G-World, but I really need a copy. Hi, can I have a spice latte?
Coming right up. Oh, you can use your phone. All paid for.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. The next section of the app is the 4-ride section. So as it stands, the system to book 4-rides has a number of problems. The first is that the estimated time of arrival after booking the 4-ride is unknown. So a lot of times you'll book a 4-ride and you'll be standing on the street waiting and have no idea when the 4-ride is going to come to you. And so you may want to take a cab or another form of transportation instead. Another problem is that before you book the 4-ride, you don't know how many vans are available. So maybe the only van that's available at the time is on the other side of the city. So again, you may not want to book it at that point. Another problem is that every time you book a 4-ride, you have to input the same information. So you have to put in your GWID. If you're online, you have to put in your net ID and password. It gets really tiresome. And finally, the mobile booking system is really inefficient because instead of just choosing your location, you have to choose your pickup and arrival destinations off of a list of addresses. And so a lot of times it's really confusing. So the features of our app will address these problems. The first thing is that the app is going to have a real-time map of the available vans. So it'll show your location and where all the other vans in the area are. And so this will allow you to make a more educated decision on whether or not you want to book a 4-ride. Also, instead of having to choose your address from a list of addresses, your pickup location will automatically be pinned using your GPS location. And again, you can use the map by just clicking wherever you want to go to choose where your drop-off location will be. And finally, after the van that's going to pick you up chooses to book your ride, it'll highlight which van is coming to pick you up and show you how long it's going to take to get there.
It's so cold. I really don't want to walk.
We could get a ride with 4-ride. How? I booked it already.
Sweet.
Yet another amazing feature of this app is smart lock technology. What this does is adds a lot of convenience to your everyday life. You can get easy access to your dorm. So let's say you're coming back with a handful of groceries, you can't reach your G-roll. Your phone will automatically send a signal to the locking mechanism at your front door and unlock it for you. Additionally, let's say you're up in your room and you're cooking and your friend's downstairs and they want to come in. With smart lock technology, you can send a virtual key to your friend's phone, their G-Roll app, and with that they can have access to your building and come right up to your room. How it works is simple. It's like a standard G-Roll card or fob. All you have to do is simply hand your phone up to the sensor and it'll unlock the door for you. It's very safe and secure to use. It's not connected to the internet, the system, so it can't really be hacked. The only chance of someone being able to get access to your key is if they had the password to your G-Roll app account. And if that were to happen, you would immediately get a text notification or email to your phone with a confirmation number. This would immediately notify you if someone had access to your information. So additionally, the G-Roll app enables you to get push notifications. So what this does is it constantly sends alerts to your phone, much like GW Safety and Security, but these alerts would be for events going on around campus, fundraisers, even free food. Additionally, this push notification can take you to a news feed on the app, which has a list of everything going on around campus on a weekly basis. Damn, it's locked, and I forgot my G-Roll.
It's okay, I have my phone.
Yeah! Oh, sorry, I still feel like
each person basically would have their own barcode unique to like their personal G-World, and they would use it to enter dorms, pay for products, and it's known as like a universal product code made of 12 digits, and you would basically it would be set up to your account, and when you would scan it, it would take money out of your G-World account depending on how much you paid. And so this is an example of a customer relationship management because it's unique to each person, and basically the app would be unique to yourself because it would be able to see where you would use the barcode, where you would frequent, like the restaurants you'd always go to, and the shops you'd shop at, and you get notifications if there are special deals going on at that place or if there's a sale going on. So basically the app would kind of assess what you like to do and your needs, and then reformat based on you.
Security of the app. We are addressing security from two different points, from access controls and from communication controls. So for access controls, we have strong passwords that users will be making in order to enter the app, special PIN that's required when they're using the payment function or when they're tapping into dorm buildings. Payment information will always be encrypted when it's being sent from the user to the merchant, and also the user's picture will be there on the screen for verification if say like you were shopping at Whole Foods and you don't look like a student, you can show that you have that picture and it's you. There's also communication controls. So this app will be utilizing firewall systems, the denial of service protection, intrusion detection, and anti-malware software. There's also two other security features. There's the two-step verification, and there's transaction monitoring in the app that students can use. So we'll be addressing these outside threats, malware, including viruses, worms, denial of service, and unauthorized users. And for inside threats, there's the installation of non-secure systems, users using weak passwords, unauthorized access and theft, fraudulent identification, and physical theft. So one of the security features is the initial password that users will be creating. So we're going to make sure that the password criteria is very strict and users must follow these requirements. And also there will be a gauge when they're creating their password whether or not it's strong enough, and they won't be able to create a password that is considered weak. Also, there's the second step verification when used for payment and entering dorms. So that's a PIN that they will also create just for those purposes, and that's just added security so that no one's able to get, if they're into the app, they're not going to be able to use those more secure features. And also the secure mobile payment. So once you enter your PIN, you'll be using those unique barcodes similar to how Starbucks gift cards work. And it will be connected to the GWorld database, so it'll always know how much money you have in your account, and it'll be automatic transactions. And also, going into the transactions will be transaction monitoring, so similar to mobile banking apps, you'll be able to see when your last transactions were. If anything raises a red flag, you can report that, and allows students to just keep track of what they're spending their money on, and also for any budgeting concerns, how much money they have left towards the end of the semester.
So basically, we're going to put our GWord in our smartphone, and in order to prevent inconvenience and disadvantages of GWord card. And it contains like 4 sections. One is secure payment section. The second one is fluoride section, and third one is smart lock, and the last one is barcode. And we also set some protections such as initial password and transaction monitoring to keep app safe. And that's it. Thank you.